Welcome, it's July 22, and you can see my guest here, my son Noah. We're going to demonstrate a half-hour worth of fairly simple yoga. We're on a slope, it's very lumpy, so we probably won't do any standing poses, I think. It's just a lot easier to do these things sitting or lying down when the ground is this uneven. So we'll start sitting cross-legged, wrists on knees or hands in your lap, whatever you like. Sit up nice and tall. Feel like there's a string in the middle of your head. Yeah, that's nice. Pulling you completely straight. The head slides back and then release. No, the head slides back. Exactly. So this just tucks in. That's it. That's nice and straight. Now relax a little so that the natural curves come back. Except the shoulders. Pull the shoulders there. And now the natural curves are here and in the lower back. So you don't want to sit ramrod straight, you want to then just release a little. And come to breathing normally. I'm going to start with a simple breathing exercise. So breathe into your belly, then your ribs and your upper chest. Sort of all at once, starting in the belly, then expanding the ribs, the upper chest, and then let it all go. To start the inhale, you just relax your stomach, it falls forward, air automatically rushes in, and then you can push the belly a little bit, pull the ribs out. Three more times. As we're breathing deep, we're going to sort of swivel around in our seat. Our back stays fairly straight. You lean forward from the waist and go around. Actually, better said is lean forward from the hips. You want to imagine like the base of your back, the bottom part where it inserts into your spines or where it inserts into your hips. That's where the motion is happening. Your knees stay relatively level without doing a lot of shifting. Just slow rotations, going deeper. That's it. Try not to crack heads with the guy next to you. One more full rotation before you switch directions. And switch directions. Crack. It's a nice cool day. And then on your next inhale, you come up to seated, nice and straight again. Put your right hand on your left knee, your left hand on the fingertips behind, and turn to the side. And release, put your left hand on your right knee, right hand on his fingertips behind. Sit nice and straight and turn just to the side. Sit nice and tall. That's it, there you go. And release. Keeping your hands on your knees, tuck your chin in, aim the crown of your head to the ground. Try to bring it there. On an inhale, come back up, lift your collarbones, drop your head back if comfortable, look up at the sky. And again, tuck in the chin, roll down. Inhale, come up, look up at the ceiling or the sky. And rest. Let's bring the soles of our feet together. Arms or forearms length away from the hips. Reach down, grab a hold of your feet, and then extend the crown of your head. Shift your hips if there's any sort of blocking points, to move your hips past them, and then bring your elbows closer to the floor. Keep reaching with your chin, trying to plant them on the tips of your big toes. Not them, you only have one chin.
What?
I said take your chin and plant them on the tips of your toes. I didn't mean them. It. We'll try to keep reaching through the crown of your head. Right now we're not rounding our back much. We're just lengthening, stretching. What was that?
Plant.
Okay. Wiggle your hips to get a little bit deeper. Now release the crown of your head, aim it for your feet. Now you can stay there, or if you want to go a little bit farther, you take your arms, put them underneath your legs, bring them forward, and then bring your head down. And if you want to go a little bit farther yet, your arms go backwards. And you extend your legs a little. So here we're coming to turtle pose. To come out of this, walk your heels up, release your arms, and come up to seated lean
How
back.
did you even get your arms to go in that direction?
Until things are ready, you don't.
Yeah.
Roll your feet side to side. Let's do a forward bend on the left side, a simple one. The right sole of the foot goes against the thigh. Let the knees sit down or settle down. Sit nice and tall. Stay tall as you lean forward, walking your fingertips down, squeezing through your core to get your hip or your belly in contact with the top end of your thigh. If it doesn't get there, bend your knee. So bend your knee until your belly touches it. There. That's it. See? So with a straight leg, you get less of a stretch than you do with a bent leg.
Yeah.
So bend, no. Because if right now your lower
Sorry.
back is vertical.
With a straight leg, you get less of a.
You are getting less of a stretch with a straight leg than you are with a bent.
Okay.
And the reason is because with your legs straight, your back is vertical. With your leg bent, it releases a lot and you can lean and get your belly onto your thigh, and then you're stretching your hamstring.
Mm-hmm.
Right now we want to stretch our hamstring, not our lower back.
Oh, is this
What's that? Yeah. Where is it that you feel this? Exactly. That's where you want it. And if you were to do that with a straight leg, you'd probably feel it all in your back. Right?
probably?
Or in the back of your knee.
Yeah, it's in the back of my knee.
Exactly. So if it's in the back of your knee or in your back, bend that knee. Really what you want is for the belly to contact the thigh, because that's when you are folding at the hips. And that's how you get the stretch of the hamstring. Otherwise, you're stretching your back. There are some times when we stretch forward and we are stretching our back, but right now we want the hamstring. Yeah, and with bent legs or straight, you can grab your foot, that's fine, just to make sure you still feel it in your thigh. And if you grab on, then you might get some stretch in your upper back. Let's release this side, come up, extend both legs, and tuck in the left, and start right away with your knee bent. And you might find it also easier, Noah, if when you bend your knee, you take your left foot and tuck it under so that you can't straighten your leg. It also then supports your leg a little bit more as you lean forward. And don't go for 100% right at the beginning. You come down until you feel a stretch and then you hang out. So I could grab my foot right now, but I'm not going to. I'm going to wait until things release and relax. So I will always try to say when we're doing a forward stretch, do you want to feel this in your back, in your leg, or both? This one, I really want you to feel it in the back of your leg only. And if you do grab your foot, you'll feel something in your calf, probably. If that means too much in the back of the knee, then release the foot. Is your mind wandering?
Pardon?
Is your mind wandering?
I heard the screen door open.
Okay, I'm just seeing your fingers, actually.
Oh.
And release. Come up, lean back, roll your legs. Now we're going to do the front of our legs or the top of our legs. So I'll demonstrate one version, Noel will demonstrate another. So he's going to grab his ankle, pull it back like I've just done, and try to make sure that that foot is pointing back. That's it. And then you lean back as much as you can, leaning to the side if you need to. So if the ankle is tight or if the thigh is too tight, then you can't come straight back, but you come back at an angle. I'm going to add something to this in that I bend the other leg and I put it on top. I'm getting a left hip stretch and then I lean back. Try very hard to bring that right hip down and back. That's it. And that works. You can come back on your elbows. But if it doesn't, then don't. No, don't push it. Don't push it.
It does. I just have to let myself down
Gently.
quickly.
No, don't. No, there's no quick in yoga. Quick is how you get hurt. Slow is better.
So make sure it's not close to 4:30. Then.
Positive, it's not even 3. We'll have time for a swim, don't worry.
Yeah.
And it really is 5 minutes to the airport.
Okay.
Noah has to leave us today. He's flying back to London, Ontario. So what the left leg does here is you're stretching your hip a little bit, but you're also pinning that right knee to the ground, putting more of a stretch in the front of the thigh. If it's too much, don't do it.
My ankle hurts.
Your ankle hurts, then do what we did at the beginning, straight leg and leaning over to the side a little bit. You have to work on your ankle first. That's okay. Let's release this side, nice and gentle. Roll over so there's no tension in the ankle or the knee as you undo it. Let's do the other side. And so your ankle is flexible enough that that works quite well for you.
Yeah, I think there's like something there.
Yeah, we're on a somewhat lumpy ground, so that doesn't really help. And put the other one up, only if that works. And then lean back if that's available. I'm on a lumpy thing too, so leaning back is not quite so easy. Not yet. Oh, that felt good. Something reset my lower back. That's what this pose is good for.
I am going tomorrow. Clothing. I am living in a tent. I know. I
Oh.
don't need it. I know, but I'm gonna check it out.
Wasp fly up my nose.
The dangers of doing yoga outside. Wasps fly up your nose. Extend your right leg if you've bent it. Roll to the side. Release.
Oh, you got that there?
Lean back and let's shake things out.
Where did you go?
Let's do a twist. Take the left ankle, bring it all the way around to the right side. And then the right foot either sits on the inside of the shin or it crosses. If it crosses, and both sit bones stay on the ground. Good. And grab that knee. Put your right hand behind you already and pull that knee across. As you pull it across, plant that sits bones again. Pull it across, plant the sits bones. Now your legs are set, and now you can turn to the side, lengthen, and turn behind. Remember, for more pressure on the knee, you can put your arm up like a flag. That's optional. Noah, sit nice and tall. Your head, crown of your head is reaching for the ceiling. Your right hand is on the fingertips more behind you. If you aren't, no, your right hand. That's too, see how I'm close up? That's it. Then try to lead with the right shoulder. So the right shoulder is the one that's moving around. There you go. Good, nice pose.
The elbow is supposed to be bent.
Your elbow is not straight, absolutely. Not straight. And release. Keep your legs the way they are. You do a gentle counter twist. And then undo your legs. Take the right ankle, pull it around to the left side. Right foot ends up where the left one was. Grab the knee, pull it across, reset the left sit bone, pull the knee, reset the left sit bone. And then, if you like, turn to the side and slowly work your way into a full twist. I guess so. And release. Slight counter twist. Good. Here, now Noah's going to demonstrate. So lie down on your back.
I gotta do this.
Tuck your heels in close to your hips.
Huh?
Yeah, bring your heels up. That's it. As close to your hips as you can, both heels. Holding on to your ankles if you like. You then push your knees away from you and lift your shoulders up your hips up into the air. Roll your shoulders underneath you. There you go. There's a nice bridge. Bring your knees closer together so your thighs are more parallel. That's it. So this is again a stretch for the front of the legs. That's why we did that first. Now your toes are pointing out. Try to bring them so that they are in line with your thighs. That's it. In yoga poses, you almost always have the feet pointing in the same direction as the thighs. Nice. On an exhale, come down, rest briefly, and then we're going to do it 2 more times, and I'm going to do it too. Try to stay up for 3 to 5 breaths and then come down.
Yeah, and she did give a whole biography. She gave a biography to her, but she actually getting and it is burned. I'll send you the proper biography.
And last time. And release. And then lie down, stretch out your legs for a moment. And then pull in your left knee. Squeeze it into your body or into the armpit as tight as it goes. Right leg is straight. Now bring the left shin so that it is perpendicular to the ground. Hold on to your left big toe with your peace fingers of the left hand.
Yes.
And then pull the knee down to the ground. The right leg is as straight as it can be, and it might be floating off the ground. You put your knee down to here. Like out to the side a little bit too. Shin perpendicular. Which means straight up and down. Sure you can. Bring that out. There. That leg is straight. There you go. That's it. That's it. There you go. A bit of arm strength as well. And release with a lot of groaning if you like. Lengthen the right leg. Squeeze the left leg I meant. Squeeze the right knee into the chest. Reach up and grab your big toes. Straighten your left leg and pull the right knee down. Keep the shin perpendicular. You see how my elbow is way inside of my knee? Yours is trying to be on top. Bring it inside so that your hip can open to the side and bring your knee down. That's it. Head to the ground, relax there except for your arm. I meant the right arm. The left arm is on your left thigh to encourage the left leg to stay strong and straight. Good, and release. How does that feel so far? Rock up for a moment so I can check the time.
What time did we start?
We started about past. What is your least favorite pose?
I don't know.
Okay. Can you demonstrate your least favorite pose?
I don't think I have one.
He doesn't have a least favorite pose.
They all hurt.
Okay. What I've noticed is that your back is flexible. Your shoulders are flexible. Your hips and the backs of your legs are tight. So the front of your body and from here up is fairly
My
loose.
shoulders are pretty, like, they can be sore sometimes.
Yeah.
Tight.
Okay, well let's sort of take a break from the usual routine, which is starting here and working our way down. We're now going to do some shoulder stuff.
I should have said corpse pose.
Is your least favorite?
Yeah.
Take your right arm, cross your left, and then double cross if it works for you. That's it. Thumbs are pointing towards your nose. Arms are in front of you. Pull your shoulders down and back, or push your hands up. Your forearms are like rockets, they're going straight up. Relax your hips, let your knees settle back down to the ground. And release. Change sides, left arm over right. Sit nice and tall, push your hands up. And release. Take your right arm, pass it behind your back. Grab your wrist with your left, pull it as far as you can, and then push it gently up your back. So it's about in the middle of your back. It can grab onto your left arm well above the elbow. Yeah, exactly. And then take your left hand and reach forward, grab your shin. And then sit straight. Good stretch for the front of the shoulder. You feel that?
Yeah.
Good. See, but your shoulders are pretty open.
That's because I haven't been on a computer in 3 days.
Speak louder. I'm not sure they heard you.
Oh, I just made a joke.
Release. Take your left arm, snake it in behind, grab it, pull it, then lift it up so it's going straight across your back, and you can hold onto your right arm above the elbow. Right hand comes around, grabs the shin. Tall.
Yawning.
Sorry?
I was yawning. Okay.
And release. Shake it out. Do some shoulder circles. Right arm extends forward, and then feel like your shoulder blade is coming off your back and around as you extend the right arm even farther. So you're not leaning forward. This whole unit is coming forward. Bend the elbow, put the hand on the back of the neck. Keep that shoulder forward as the arm goes up and back. Then use your left hand to help pull it further back. But you got to keep on wrapping that shoulder blade off and around to the front. Okay,
Yeah.
and release.
I was about to start going to the other shoulder, and I realized you hadn't said go to the other shoulder yet.
Simon hasn't said yet.
Yeah.
Left hand extends, comes out. Bend the elbow, put it on the nape of the neck, wrap and pull. So keep wrapping that shoulder blade around and to the front. Remember, you're not using your face for this.
This shoulder hurts a lot.
What?
This shoulder hurts a lot more than the other one.
Why not?
I don't know.
And where's the hurt? Okay.
Mm.
So try to wrap it more off to the front. So what I mean by that is your shoulder blade feels like it's coming forward and around. No, you're not bending your whole body, but you sort of there, and but not with that. So you're not twisting. You're actually just loosening that and bringing that forward. That opens this up and allows you to bring it further back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your shoulders certainly have no huge signs of tightness. Your hips are tight, which is generally a sign of anxiety. And release.
I am being recorded doing yoga, so
Okay. But
Maybe that's where it came
only
from.
reflected in your hips.
yeah.
Fair enough. Corpse pose. When we lie in corpse pose though, so lie down. Stretch your arms over your nose, so straight up, and then keep them straight and bring them right overhead, stretching as high as you can. Now bring them back over your nose, interlace your fingers, push your palms away from you. No, that's it. And now come back down with the hands. Oh, overhead. Overhead. There. Now pull your ribs back down, engage your core. There. You got good flexibility in your shoulders for sure. And then release into normal corpse pose.
I would have thought sore shoulders would be a sign of stress. No.
No, a sore neck is, but tight hips is a sign of anxiety.
How does that? That's,
What's that?
how does that?
Because you always sit and you always lift your knees slightly.
Mm.
Things get tight. When we're anxious and we're squeezing things, it tends to be in the lower core, in the tops of the hips, and we just squeeze it constantly and never let it go, and so the muscles get tight. Slowly bring some feeling back to your fingers and toes. Roll your ankles in and out. Roll through your wrists. If you like, with an inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Give yourself a full body good morning stretch. And then tuck one knee and the other knee in. Squeeze them in nice and tight. Roll on your back. Don't crack your fingernails or your fingers. I didn't say that. Roll over to your right hand side using your right arm as a pillow. We'll stay there for another 30 seconds. And using just your arm strength, push your way up to seated. Cross your ankles and then uncross them and cross them in a way that's not usual for you, unless you've already done that. Sit up nice and tall. Tuck your chin in. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, bring your palms together. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining us. And we shall see you hopefully again tomorrow. It depends if internet at my house works. It hasn't worked there for a couple of days. I might record it at work again, but then we won't have Mick with us. Noah's flying home today, so we won't have him again either. Yes. Say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Have a nice evening. Take care.